Brother Wim, welcome to our conversations this evening.
Thank you.
It's a great experience to meet you here in the General Chapter 2024. And we experienced the brotherhood here, and also we can share our worries and our hope for the congregation. And now I would like to hear from you some experiences concerning your vocation as FIC brothers. The first is, would you mind to share with us brief story of your vocation and what is interesting in the brother's life at that time that attract you and now you become brother FIC?
Thank you. I will try that. I think it started already very early in my life, and I was still in primary school, and especially in primary 6, the last class of primary school that time. And I was not in the school of the FIC brothers, but the brothers of the Christian schools, the La Salle. And that brother, he was called Paulus. He was a very interesting man. He could make us enthusiastic about everything what he was doing. And then I started thinking, I would like to be like that man. So there it started actually. And then I left primary school. I actually wanted to become a chef cook. Actually, that's what was my vocation. But I told my parents as well, I want to also become a brother. They said, you wait and you first get a profession and then we see. So I did an examination in the school in Amsterdam. That was quite a distance from where I lived. And I passed the exams, but there were too many students for that year. So they asked the students who were coming from far to wait another year. So then eventually I came in the school with the FIC brothers to bridge the time before I could go to the special school. There I met some brothers from Maastricht, from our congregation. And it was Brother Anthony, that time he was called Servus, and Brother Jose. They were the two brothers who were in charge of that school. Also they talked to my parents also about it, what I wanted. And then Brother Servus, he told me, you can do that course in our school. If you want to become a brother, then that's possible in Zevenaar. We had that time the Juvenate. I don't know whether you know that name, Juvenate. But it was special place for education for the brothers. So I went there and then, all the boys, I started with 61 boys that time in school when I was 14. And then, I changed there. I met other brothers, of course, and I was very enthusiastic about it. I never changed my mind. I wanted to be a brother. So eventually, from the 61 boys who went through that training in the school for the brothers, I was the only one left who went to Maastricht at that time. That is how it happened. So I've been very long with the brothers from a very early age, when I was 14 years old. So that is the difference. You grow into this life. I've had my doubts, of course, surely. And eventually I did carpentry and furniture making. And then when I was with the brothers, I changed my profession into building technology and architecture. And that has taken some years to do, of course. And I was already 25 years old when I did my first profession in the congregation in Maastricht. That was it.
Okay, thank you, Brother Wim. Then, from your story just now, you recognize the personality of the brothers that attract you, that you become a brother FIC. Yeah. Now the second questions that I want to ask you is about our founders. You as a Dutch brother, I believe you have a very close relationship with our founders because you are in the same nationality, the same culture. I believe you have a close relationship and also emotionally you're close with them. What is interesting in the life of Brother Bernard and also Monsignor Luiten?
Yeah, Monsieur Rutten and Brother Bernard were two completely different people. But they were often opposite of ideas of what they wanted. But they remained very close friends. And they would never let the other down. They always respected each other up to the last days of their lives. That was of course very special of those two people. They were strong characters, both of them. Monsieur Rutten had a lot of ideas and he wanted to start many missions. Everywhere where he got requests from people that there was a need somewhere, then he told Brother Bernard, send there some brothers. But they hardly had any brothers. It was very difficult. But then eventually they decided to send some, and it was a success. So that was very nice. Very dedicated people, people with a great faith also in the providence, God's providence, and they took Mary very special in their life. Nice. That is what has always been inspiring me, these two people. How they started with nothing in very difficult times. They had nothing, the brothers to start. And they built it up. And it grew quite fast. You see in the 19th century, how many brothers there, that quite a lot of them. Yeah. So that was surprising. And what also admired in Brother Bernardus was he was a very simple man. You know, when you are, he was the first general superior. Then they voted against him and he was pushed aside by the other brothers. And by the new superior was sent far away to an orphanage in Belgium. And he did that. And he did it very well. He didn't complain and so on. Until he was called back again to be the superior general till he died when he was 70 years old. Yeah. So in 1880 he died. And it has always been a very simple man and taking the gospel. When we read from his writing about rules of conduct for the superiors, then it clearly comes out his whole attitude he had towards his fellow brothers and towards the work. He was mainly interested in forming a religious community, to have the strength of community life. The brothers should share and respect one another, love one another, and together they could work, and everybody went to his particular apostolate. That was Brother Bernardus. And Monsieur Rutten was a man of action and could organize things for funds to start new missions in the Netherlands. Because very soon after it had been founded, in 1840, quickly the brothers went to the big cities like Amsterdam and The Hague and so on. Unbelievable how they dared to do that in that time. So that I admired in Monsieur Rutten. And that they remained, despite the differences they had about the congregation, what was important, what the brothers should do first to build up a religious life. That was Bernardus. And Monsieur Rutten was more a man of action. they never let each other down. They remain good friends till the end of their life. You can read that in their writings, especially when Monsieur Rutte writes about the death of Brother Bernardus. You can see that it was, he was greatly respected and loved by the founder. And the opposite was also true.
Okay, Brother Wim, thank you very much for this story, this inspiring stories for us. Now that our congregation now is still growing in this 21st century, and we also face many challenges, difficulties also. What is your hope or your message to us in Indonesia or in another country like Ghana here concerning our development in the future?
Yeah, you know, we in the Netherlands, we don't have many brothers anymore. We are only with 23 brothers, and I'm one of the youngest. So you can imagine that all the other brothers are much older. But they all look to the other provinces like Indonesia, Chile, Ghana and Malawi with great interest what is happening there, because what they lived continues in your country. In Indonesia, you have set up a lot of schools, you are there for the youth, you do a lot of social work, and that gives them courage and gives them hope and gratefulness for what is happening in the other provinces of the FIC. And that keeps them alive as far as they pray for them, and they like to hear the stories when the brothers come. But more we cannot do anymore when you are in when you are in your 80s and 90s. Then it is not easy to undertake new works or hope that you will get younger people join us. We see signs in the Netherlands of new religious life slowly coming up. But for us that will not be possible anymore. So if young people want to join us, then we refer them to Indonesia or to Ghana or to Malawi or to even Chile in South America. So hope, we have hope. We never give up hope. As you know hope, then if you have no hope, then there is no life. So we hope always that what we found important in our lives to do and give our lives for that other people do that as well. Spreading the gospel, the good news of Christ to other people. And those who need our special care, like the poor and neglected people, that they are attended to. That is the main thing.
Okay, Brother Wim, do you have any special message for the youth in Indonesia?
Yeah. It's difficult nowadays for young people to decide. They are exposed to so many things. The internet, the WhatsApp, so they see so many things. What do you have to choose? That are all, a lot of material things you have as well. They are not making you happy, material things. Giving your time and your talents and your love to people who are in need is the best gift you can have in your life. All material things or prosperity, money are not important things. You can do without that. That does not make a person happy. That's my experience. And I hope they will have that as well.
Okay, Brother Wim, thank you very much for this beautiful sharing this evening. I pray that Brother Wim always healthy and happy in your time. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much.